In the name of Allah, the most compassionate, the most merciful, my dear friends and fellows, look, almost all of us are seen complaining that my time has been wasted a lot, that maybe most of my life has been wasted. I could not perform, I could not achieve, I could not deliver, I could not do what I should have been doing. So that is really, really important. And I think that even if at all we are unable to talk to the other people, we feel in the same manner. We don't feel different at all. But many of us, not necessarily each and every one of us, but many of us feel and think in the same manner. And that is actually going to be the topic of our today's discussion. And for that reason, we have chosen a very useful, a very beneficial article on the subject as well. The article has been authored by a renowned, author and researcher, Angel Chernoff, and the caption of the article is 10 daily habits that often waste 90% of our time. These are the 10 daily habits which are seen responsible for wasting some 90% of our time. And if at all we do control all of these 10 daily habits, let me assure you that our time wastage will be gone and we will be able to get a very good usage of our time, and as a result, a very good result of our time, our life, our days, our weeks, our months, and the rest of the time as well. So let's start looking upon all of those 10 things. Let's start looking upon all of those 10 things which have been enlisted here in this article. First of all, it is change nothing but expect different results. Change nothing but expect different results. And if at all a person doesn't do anything else at all, the person is not interested in improving, in changing anything else at all, yet they are expecting the different results. I think that will be vain, that will be wrong, and it should not be pursued like that at all. And that is the number one. Number two thing is, the writer says, keep waiting and waiting for the right time. If at all we are always waiting for the right time, then what is going to happen? I believe that the time will be wasted a lot and nothing will be left undone, nothing will be left done, and we will be empty handed because we have never been using our time, because we have been always waiting for the right time, for the right time, for the right time. And the third is believe good things come easy. And the fact is that all the good things are having a price to be paid, and nothing is free of cost here in this world. So for all of that reason, I believe that, and I think that we need to work, we need to pay the price of it, we need to work hard, and we need to do everything else what needs to be done. We need to do everything else what needs to be done. And since all the good things, we need to do the work hard, we need to do pay the price of it, and don't believe that good things will come easy. The fourth is refuse to accept necessary risk. We do accept the necessary risk actually. If at all we are not accepting the necessary risk, what is going to happen then? What is going to happen then? I believe that we will not be able to take the tough decision. And if at all we are not taking the tough decision, we are not implementing the tough decision, what is going to happen then? Nothing will be left, and nothing will be left. We do need to take the necessary risk. And the fifth is make the rejections of yesterday the focal point of today. And if at all we were rejected yesterday by some of the people at certain places, if at all we had to face and bear the failures yesterday mean in our past, I think with that should be forgotten. All what we need to do toward them is that we need to learn certain things out of them. And once we have learned certain good things out of that, what is needed now is that we need to focus on our today, and we need to learn certain good things out of that failures and rejection, and then believing that inshallah whatever I have learned, I will be applying it in my today's work, and I will be reaping a very good result out of that. Now, the sixth is refuse to take responsibility. refuse to take responsibility, if at all we are not responsible enough, then what is going to happen? That we will be losing all that. We need to be careful, we need to be cautious, and for that reason and for that purpose, I believe that we should be very careful. We should be very, very careful indeed. And once we are very careful, and once we are actually taking the responsibility, once we are acting in quite a responsible manner, the things will start improving suddenly, inshallah, and the wastage of time will be stopped. And the seventh is close your mind to new ideas and perspective. Close your mind to new ideas and perspective. I think that we should keep our mind open to the new ideas, to the new perspectives for all the time. That is really, really, really important. And it is really, really important. We shouldn't be closing you know, closing our mind to the new ideas, to the new perspectives. And the eighth is let a few negative people letting a few negative people continuously distract you. I think if at all there are certain negative people in the world or around us, there are many, many positive people in the world and around us as well. So why not to focus upon all those positive people? Because if at all we do focus upon those positive people, let me tell you that we will be acting positively and we will be receiving the positive results at the same time. And the next is, the ninth is hold tight to something that's not real. And I think that if at all something is not real, so why to stick to it? Why not to leave it? Why not to adopt something which is so real, which is so practical, which is so true? And the last is, the 10th is maintain rigid expectations every step of a way. I think that we should be flexible. We must be flexible. And if at all we are not flexible, what is going to happen then? I think that we will be losing in every way, in every sense. So, for that purpose and for that reason, I believe that there shouldn't be any sort of rigidity in it at all. We should be flexible and we should be adaptable according to the situation, according to the circumstances. And if at all, I believe that if at all we are seen acting upon implementing all of these 10 things, I think that we will stop wasting the time we have been wasting in our previous life, and we will become a far better person, a far more useful and successful person, inshallah. Why? Because no more the wastage of time, because we are making the very good use, a very positive, very positive, very constructive use of our time. Thank you. Jazakallah.